Hello, everybody. How are you? Happy Sunday, the Lord's day. Hello, Colleen. How are you? Hi, C. Westfall. Hello, John. Happy Sunday, Lynn and Patriot. See you this evening. AM Kim says hello, everyone. Hello, James. Good evening, everyone. Beautiful Sunday. Yes, it is. Annette. Aloha on the hot, breezy, gorgeous Sunday. Lynn, Jim, and Sassy, hope your day was fabulous. Thank you, honey. Nancy, Highland, Jim, and Sassy. I'm number 17. Hey, there you go. Nancy says, hello, Patriots. Lynn says, hi, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend. Lynn, how is Sassy? One day okay, the next day another 2 notches down. But thank you for asking, honey. James, good evening, everyone, and a beautiful Sunday. Yes, it is. Trisha, hello, everyone. I will be late getting on tonight and will be on ASAP. Could you ask Glenn about St. Jude and Shiners, the TV show, all the not good. What are they doing? That the TV show, all the Kilstees help, they're not using. I'm sure they are on that one. Jerks for oil. Good evening, everyone. Lynn goes, Sassy, Colleen, John. God bless all on this day. People need to call their Congress about turning our rights over to WHO. This is happening this week in Davos. Well, I'm telling you, they're pouring it on, aren't they? Stella, hello, everyone. Hope you are well, especially those that are suffering. Prayers for you. Yes, Stella, absolutely, you're right. Priscilla, good evening, all. I'm the 25th person to hit the like button. So happy to be able to watch the live. By the way, I got my CenturyLink bill, and I was not billed for internet. Is that for real? Well, could be. Yeah, could be. Priscilla gives Sassy healing hugs and kisses for me. Wish her pain-free days. Oh, Priscilla, thank you, honey. Doc, good evening, Lynn, Ghost, Mods, and family, and sending some beautiful hearts. Hey, Joe. He says, hey, gang, happy Sunday, Lynn, Jim, Mod Squad. Mod Squad and fellow Patriots. Colleen says, hello, Lynn, Ghost, Sassy, hope you are feeling better, Sassy, when praying for you. Raven and Diesel say, wolf, wolf. Aw. Thank you. Look at all the pineapples. Yo, yo. Hello, Dee. Greeting, Patriots. God bless. Glenn, good evening, Miss Lynn, Mr. Jim, Sassy Mods, and family. Hope all had a beautiful weekend. Or wonderful weekend. It was a beautiful weekend, that's for sure. Molly, a very awesome chat evening to you, Lynn, Wick Warriors and Mods. I'm looking so forward to a beautiful new world. Aren't we all? Yes, yes. Thank you. Lee, good evening, everyone. Love and blessings. Thank you for the hearts, Lee. Glenn says, good evening, Miss Lee. Eileen, hello, Lynn, Jim, Sassy, and everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Smiley face and beautiful hearts. Linda, how are you? Number 41. Indian Patriot and Buddy are saying hey to everyone here tonight. Hello, Buddy. How are you? CJ, good evening, all. A bit cool and breezy in southwest Michigan this weekend. How was everyone's weekend? It was beautiful here. Now it's down to 60 some degrees after it was 88. It's like, oh my gosh. Linda says, hello, everyone. Doodlebug, good evening, Patriot family. All right, is everybody hitting that like button? Come on, like. Priscilla, very hot here in Ocala, Florida. Humidity is awful. Want to take a trip to California just to dry up. Plus, my sisters live there. Hey, then now's a good time to do it. Son, hello, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend, praying for things to move forward for all. Yes, me too. Prayers and pineapple. There we go. That's a great combination. Good evening, Martin. How are you? Eileen said we had storms here in southern Indiana. Wow. Michelle says, good evening, everyone. Sending a heart and flower. Thank you. D. Is there silence or has technical difficulty followed me down? No, I'm here. Hello, Twinkle Eyes. How are you? Indian Patriot. Just think about all those telephones and all that money when they knew those magical beds were here. Shame, shame. Yep. Absolutely. Just talking about things about that today. CC, hello, Wick Warrior. Sending love to everyone. She's got flowers. Oh, aren't they pretty? On the beach says, hello, Patriot family, Lynn, Jim, and Sassy with all beautiful hearts. Thank you. Judy, good evening, Patriot family. She's got hearts and flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? My thing just bounced, so I got to go back up. Can't believe it bounces that bad. Okay, let's try this again. Judy, good evening, Patriot family. Mildred, hello, Lynn, Ghost, and Sassy. Hello, Patriots. Good news, I hope soon. Yep, we're all just waiting. Patricia, hello, Lynn, Jim, and Sassy. Oh, look at all those beautiful hearts, sunshine, and pineapples. Beth, hi, y'all. God's still on the throne. Yes, he is, Beth. Hello, Patricia. She says, good evening, everyone. Crawl says, howdy, family. Blessings to y'all. Well, hello, Crawl. How are you? Michelle says, good evening, everyone. Hope Miss Sassy is doing better. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And she's got flowers, emojis, and prayers and flowers. That is so pretty. Hi, MJ. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Sending prayers and flowers and hearts. Beautiful. Dennis says, hello, all. Gordy says, happy Lord's Day. Peace, love, prayers to all of you. Hi, Paul. Good evening, everyone. Sending flowers and hearts. Carolyn says, good evening, everyone. Kat says, good evening, all. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Bev saying, hello, fellow Patriots, Highland, Jim Sassy, and wonderful mods. I hope everyone had a great weekend. You too. Thank you. It's a beautiful weekend here. Nurse 2000, happy Sunday evening, Patriot family. Hugs, love, and pineapples. Yay, yay. Anybody dig into their pineapple yet? Need it? Gary says, hello, Patriots, and God, good evening, Lynn and Sassy Pants. Oh, isn't that cute? Ken, good evening. Sending hearts. Thank you. Doodlebug, good evening, mods. Jamie says, Sassy, here's hearts from Loretta. Precious and Josie. Oh, thank you, honey. Tara, hello, everyone. Oops, let's see, did I get there? Guy, good evening, Lynn, Jim, Sassy, and family from Loretta and Randall from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Florence says, hello, Lynn, Jim, and Sassy. Thank you for saying hello. Twinkle Eye says, good evening. All right, we need everybody to start hitting that like button. We're way up there. Come on, let's go. Jackie says, hello, everyone. How are you on this Sunday? Cassandra, hello, family. Sending love from New Jersey. Billy says, good evening. Carolyn says, good evening, everyone. And Lynn, hope Sassy is getting better. Thank you, honey. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hi, Grace. Hello, everyone. Hope you had a great Sunday. Hello, Lynn, Ghost, and Sassy. What about good evening, Lynn, Jim, sweet, Sassy, raining here. Mama Bear, hello, Lynn. 108 tonight. Wow. Mary says, good Sunday, all. Kroll says, not bragging. Well, maybe I am a little. I was number 2 to hit that like button. There you go. Brag. You brag. Danessa, good evening, Lynn. Lots of love. All beautiful emojis. Beach says, welcome, everyone. Daphne, man, that's a lot of wrenches. Are y'all going to kick some people out with them? They will if they have to. Oh, yep. Well, I just lost it again. Hold on a minute. Why is this jumping so bad? Okay, so I must have left off in here. Angie says, good evening, everyone. Eleanor says, hi, all. Diane, hello, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful day. Sending prayers. Are with Sassy. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Teresa, hi, everyone. What a super day. Angie says, good evening, Warrior family. Cecilia says, good evening, everyone. She's got hearts. Beautiful. Mama Bear. Oh, she's talking to Colleen. Okay. CJ says, one thing I'm looking forward to is a new home with a very nice big kitchen. One wing will be mine. The opposite end will be for those that come to visit. A large kitchen and a nice sized barn. Hey, that sounds good to me. Littlebrook, our local Meijer stores were accepting cash only yesterday, and Walgreens were closed due to computer issues. Imagine that. Yeah, the same issues were going on here, too. Angie, Lynn, and Ghostine and I are back on the road heading home. He is driving, but I'm listening. He said hello to everyone. Hello, Dean. Hello, Ange. Dave, hello, Lynn, Ghosts and Patriots. New baby granddaughter today. Imola. Josephine, 7 pounds, 20 inches. Perfection. So happy and blessed. Congratulations, Grandpa. There you go. Happy, happy, happy. Hippity Dippity says hi. Hope you are being positive. On the beach says, if you hit the like button, it's like ringing the doorbell before you enter. She's giving thumbs up and hearts. Over and Under says, hello, everyone. Lisa says, hi, Lynn. Happy Sunday. She's got hearts and pineapples and prayers. Noodles 1980 Muscle Planet. Hello. Jazzy, good evening, Lynn, Jim, Sassy, and all Wick Warriors. Lynn, every night Sassy's the first mention in my prayers. Thank you so much. Hearts, pineapples, and prayers. Thank you, Jazzy. Yeah, I know they're trolls. Makes me feel better just to welcome them. Ronnie, hi, Lynn, and everyone. Hi, Ronnie. Okay. God one, hello. Hello, everyone. Just tuning in. Just tuning in. Just got done with supper and dinner. So did I. I can't read the first two. Oh, I saw dinner plates and silverware. Hearts, prayers, flowers, and pineapples. Did you eat your pineapple? Linda says, good evening, friends. The air smells very sweet. I hope it's healthy for us. I do too. I smelt it yesterday. Everybody, please start hitting that like button, please. Amy Flowers. Hi. I don't know why this keeps doing this, but it's just it's in this platform. Oh, crap. They're hitting over here big time. Jim Girl, good evening. How are you? Jeffrey, chilly here in western Indiana after strong storms yesterday. It's been, well, it did start raining yesterday evening and rain through half a day today, but the sun came out and got to be about 62. But it's still kind of nice. Jeanette, hello everyone in the mods. Amyrna, hello Lynn, Jim, and Sassy and all. Happy you're here. Jeffrey, hello everyone. Twyla, hello Patriots. Shift Kicker, how are you? Did you get my message today? Michelle, continue your prayers for Sassy. Thank you so much. Jeanette, 176. Dana, I was 284. Okay. Lisa, can anybody tell me why weekends go so fast? Poof, and it's gone. And it's always been that way, hasn't it? I tell you, it's always that way. I don't care what happens. Carolyn, my husband, Amoro, says hello, everyone. Hello. How are you? Tammy, hello. You awesome patriots. Sending hearts. Diana, hello. Shonda, how are you? Shift Kicker says she's stopping in to say hi. Debbie, hi all, and woof woof to my Miss Sassy. Thank you, Debbie. Megan says, say hey. Rockstar says, hello, everyone. Cora, good evening, everyone. Assembly of Stars here. Hey, I'm here. LOL. Came after listening to Kirk Franklin. Looking for you. God bless you all. I saw that, Frankie. That was wow. I mean, I just was blown away by that. Guardian, good evening, everyone, and God bless you all. In Jesus' name, amen. Lynn can't thank you and Wick Warriors enough. Oh, honey, you're welcome for whatever we do for anyone. You're welcome. Stephen, good evening, Patriots. I hope everyone's doing fine this weekend. Gary, good evening to all from Oregon and a glorious Sunday, day of our Lord. Yes, bless on you all, and may God fill the house of Wick with his love, mercy, and healing. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Assembly of Stars. I've got school in a couple of hours. It's 1:52 a.m. here. LOL, worshiping the Lord even now. Shift Kicker, I told Z-Man for you to send me an email with your phone number in it. That was this morning. Z-Man, did you forget to tell Shift Kicker? Jungle Girl says, I don't know where I'm here. I don't know why I'm here, but hi to all. Happy Sunday. Well, hello. C-Man says, evening, Lynn Sassy. Jim was late trying to retrieve my... Oh, she's got... Okay. Sig says, hi, Lynn. Ghost of Maz and Friends. Hello, Sigs. How are you, honey? Billy says, Lynn, I need to ask a retirement question. Can I email you a suggestion? Absolutely, Billy. Yeah, if you can email me, Shift Kicker, your phone number, I'd like to give you a call. Kathy says, good evening, everyone. Hi, Lynn, Jim, and Sassy. Hope you're all doing well. Hearts and prayer. Thank you. Gordy said, this weekend will be much better in a couple of months when everyone goes to a 30-hour work week. Viola says, hello, everybody. Alan says, hello, Lynn and everyone else. Mary says, missed Z-Man today. Shift Kicker says, internet is wonky. Okay, I'm just going back through here to see. Lee says, Lynn, tonight I'll be back and forth. Okay, thank you. I love Holly dogs. Dance for life. Good evening. Do you think a forced jab for monkeypox next week? No, I don't think it is. But if they try it, remember, guys, you got free will. Marty Ann, good evening to my lovely Wick warriors of mine. I just love you all. Just Sassy from Tucker. Aw, thank you. Okay, it looks like I've got everybody in. Everybody hit that like button. Ouch. Okay, we got them in here, that's for sure.
The middle one.
I just don't. Okay, it looks like we got everybody in, I think. All right, who's got number 360? Number 360 or 362? Hey, good evening, Momo. How are you? Goodnight says 2 times phone and smart TV. What does that mean? Sarah says, hey, Wick Warriors.
Did you see this person? North Maryland.
Marilyn, absolutely, I'll pray for you. Guys, we want to pray for Maren Fleming's husband. Jim's doctor says it's only a matter of time. Viruses attacking his organs. It's their wedding anniversary today. Want to spend day waiting for final word till he goes home. Everybody, let's stop the chat, please. Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight, for we have a Patriot and her husband that's here in the chat. Father, I'm asking that you go be with him. Grab his hand and let him feel you. Let him know you're there. Father, I don't understand why all this is happening. Take the pain away from him. Give him clarity to talk to his family and his wife. Oh, Lord, touch him, please. Let him know you're there. Take him out of his pain. Oh, Lord, you are a loving Father. When you say two or more are gathered, you're with us. Put yourself around him. Please, let him know his wife and family. Today's her anniversary. You gave them a life together. Keep them joined even after. Be with them all. Yes, Father. Yes, thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Marilyn, if you need anything, you have my email address. Please let me know. Hey, Matea, good evening, honey. She says she's not allowed to be with him via hospital protocol. So sad to have to be alone. Said goodbye over the phone. You're welcome, Marilyn. I wish there was more I could do for you. Hello, Jeffrey. Hi, Grana. Hey guys, could I please get you hit the like button? We're at 274 and 380 watching. Okay, guys. We're gonna go to our first video. Can everyone please like that like button, please?
Hi, we're the Carbo family, and I'm Rick, and this is
Nicole. We needed something to complete our outdoor living atmosphere. We had the
Life in the 1970s was much simpler than it is today. We weren't constantly bombarded with technology that seems to engulf every person we encounter. Socializing meant going out for a night on the town or even having people over for a gathering. If you think back to the 1970s, there were some distinctive items that you would see in homes, and no one sees these things today. So sit back and let's reminisce together. Today, beadboard or shiplap is very popular for interior decorating, but in the 1970s, it was all about wood paneling. It may cover one wall, or it might cover the whole entire room. The paneling was often made from plywood or pressured fiberboard that was designed to look like real wood. It usually looked fake, but it went along nicely with the earthly feel that most 70s homes had. If the walls weren't lined with wood paneling, then you would probably see some funky wallpaper. There was an assortment of styles to choose from, but they were mainly sporting geometric shapes and bright contrasting colors. Textured walls were also something found in homes. They might have been flocked or foiled paper or possibly just textured plaster. But the texture and the colors used in the 70s usually made them irresistible to the touch. Once you figured out how you wanted the walls to look, it was time to move on to the floors. If there is one type of flooring that screams 70s more than any other, it would have to be wall-to-wall shag carpeting. This interior design trend was huge, and it was often found in eye-searing colors like bright orange. Not only was this a huge item to see in homes, it was also a huge item to maintain, from vacuuming to raking it, just so it would look good. Kitchen and bathroom floors in the 70s had a distinctive style, and they were by no means plain. Linoleum was available in lots of bold patterns and color. Most households loved them because they were durable and easy to clean up. Some of the patterns seen during the time featured geometric shapes, while others took their inspiration from nature. Fireplaces were another staple of 70s homes. Usually they were made of rough rock or stones that would take up the whole wall. They really had that look that you would see in a hunting lodge or cabin, and they certainly made a statement. If you didn't see stone, then it was also common to see exposed brick. This could be around a fireplace or just a plain wall of it. It was almost like people wanted that warehouse feel where they were living. You might also see these brick walls with angled ceilings. In the 1970s, socializing with neighbors, family, and friends was very popular. Once the guests made it to the living room, they probably had a seat on your floral sofa. They were so big, bright, and bold. They may have had daisies or sunflowers on them, and what says nature more than sitting in a field of flowers? The house was their style, then probably there with solid color. Everyone had the harvest one, but yet you could call the auto green or percent orange. And don't forget the red ottomans were also in the same popular colors of the time. Beanbag chairs were very popular in the 70s. They could be seen in rooms, family rooms, or basements. Once you got in them, you were there to stay because they were so comfy. These lovable beanbag chairs certainly made a mess when they split open. TVs are a common sight in living rooms of today, but in the 1970s, they were a staple in decorating. They were hung on the wall today. These were basically wooden pieces that your living room was arranged around. Not only were they good for watching your favorite television shows, but also had plenty of room on top for knickknacks and family photos. Speaking of television, sweet trays were very popular. They were perfect for your home-cooked meal or TV dinner while you watched your favorite show. After all, you couldn't miss it. There were no VCRs or DVRs back then. Something else that you might see in living room were shade blankets. These were often made of chemicals, so they weren't the best for covering up watching your favorite movie. Usually they'd be on the back of the couch or ottoman. Maybe your grandmother made these, or maybe mom picked up a new hobby during the winter while watching television. These crochet blankets had all the colors and the patterns of the time period which we loved. You can't hardly mention the 70s and not talk about macrame. This was not only in every home, it was also all over the house. You could see these as plant holders or various other wall hangings, and especially apps. Pottery also seemed to be a staple in every home, and it really went along with the early theme that the house had. These may have been from someone in the house picking up a hobby, or from the rise of ceramic artists in the day. It was not uncommon to see ceramic lamps, vases, and more. It's all over the place in the 70s. It was on vests, and it was even a hairstyle, but it could also be found in many homes. It may have been on top of a doorway, but it was also frequently found on the top of curtains or on the bottom of lampshades. Apparently, people in the 1970s just enjoyed cleaning more things. There are several things that could be found in rec rooms that were unique to the 1970s. Whether you want to call them pod chairs, ball chairs, chairs, these seats were actually quite cozy. You may have even had a new bedroom. Funky lights were usually somewhere to be found near the chair. These weird little lamps with colored filaments that glowed lit the room, and everyone thought they were cool. Without them, the room would have been much more gloomy than they already were. Chrome was on every car in the 1970s, but it also found its way into the home. Chrome accents could be found on kitchen chairs, coffee tables, appliances, and even lamps. A little shine was perfectly fine. Wax dishes are still available today, but they are really just plain and clear when compared to the 70s. Back then, you were proud to display your casserole dish or mix it on the table. No kitchen seemed complete without the glass pennants that were above the table. These outrageously huge globes were popular in the 1970s, and especially so if they were boring. Vinyl tablecloths were a must-have on kitchen and dining room tables. They made cleanup breeze and they really helped to protect the wood table that you had. Now these seem to be reserved for picnic tables outside. If you really wanted to rest while entertaining guests, brought out the fondue pots. Everyone thought these were the greatest until someone dropped tea in their lap or on the shag carpet. Hopefully, you just had to stay over on a tablecloth.
Introducing Stocks by Slice from Fidelity. Now you can trade stocks and ETFs for any amount you choose, instead of buying by the share, all with no commissions. Stocks by Slice from Fidelity, your slice today.
Long before we had Keurigs, people had massive coffee makers that made a whole lot of coffee, and these were in every kitchen. There were several different brands. Mr. Coffee seemed to be one of the most popular ones. Care for a coffee? If you were in a house with a second floor, you probably had floating stairs. They looked a little dangerous, but they were certainly a focal point in the home designs of the 1970s. During the 1970s, rattan furniture found its way into the home from the patio. If you didn't have a peacock chair in your living room, then I'm sure you knew someone who did. Phones in the 70s were meant to last and actually had some weight to them. They didn't do what cell phones can do now, but they definitely served their purpose, which was for talking. Put phones were available in 1963, but since they were made to last, you probably still had rotary phones in your home. If you did have a push-button phone in the 70s, you were certainly embracing the future. Alarm clocks were a necessary item to have in the 1970s, and people were starting to have fancy ones. Do you remember the alarm clocks that sported numbers that flipped? They made a cool clicking sound, given an ever-popular fake wood veneer or some bright 70s color. The kitchen appliances of today come in white, black, and steel. But in the 70s, we had different options, like yellow or green. The appliances are long gone now, but probably not because they broke down. By the 80s, people just wanted these completely gone. Taking vacations in the 70s was a big deal, and many of these moments were captured on Super 8 film or placed on slides. Family or neighbors would then come over, and they would all gather around for the big show. You certainly don't see these projectors or screens anymore. Home areas were on site in living rooms. The receiver might have played on top of the television, or it might have had its own piece of furniture to hold it up and a record player. Stereo cabinets were the preferred way to go because they could hold all of your records and fit 8 tracks. The speakers were often found on the floor on each side of the stereo cabinet and television. Of course, the speakers and the components were covered in a faux wood grain time. So we just heard 8 tracks. Let's talk about them. Vinyl records peaked in the 1970s when the concept albums like Eagles' Tales California came out. The design covers of albums is something that seems to be a lost art. Surprisingly, records seem to be coming back. One thing that doesn't seem to be coming back is 8 tracks. At the time, everyone wanted an 8-track player in the home and in the car. They were stowed away, but it was annoying how your song could be cut off as it went to the next track. Colonial furniture made a comeback in the 70s, and perhaps was due to bicentennial. Regardless, many homes had these pieces of furniture in the living rooms, bedrooms, or areas. I hope you enjoyed this little walk through the 1970s. The decade had a style of its own, and it really was a great decade to experience. What are some of the things that you remember in your home? As always, thank you so much for watching.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, now we're not Christmas, so. Oh well. Well, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. They're gonna probably do this to me until I agree to do ads. It just seems like no matter what I do, I can't satisfy them. All right, let's see what happens with the next one. I have no clue. Move to the next one if this gets any better.
North Coast Academy is a tuition-free community school currently enrolling all students from early kindergarten.
If you grew up or lived in the 1970s, then you realize it's one of the grooviest decades around. Before the internet, and times were simple, but times were good. The 70s are more than just bell-bottom jeans and bell-bottom pants. And today we're going to discuss the things that happened in the 70s and hopefully bring back some memories. The Brady Bunch was a huge hit in the 1970s. With 3 girls and 3 boys of different ages, almost every kid had a crush on someone that was on the show. The show was too perfect to exist in the real world, but somehow it resonated with kids in the 70s. CB radios were mainly used by truckers, but they crossed over into mainstream in the 1970s, and even moms and station wagons wanted to have their own handle. 10-4 and Roger That became hot slang in the 70s. Of course, kids had to cover their ears when some of the truckers were talking and telling jokes. Macro was something they saw a lot of in the 70s, and it took over houses everywhere, from baskets to towel holders. One of the more popular items to have was an outfit reason. It was made out of macrame, of course. The colors of the 1970s included avocado green, yellow, or neon orange. Nice colors in clothes, car interiors, appliances, counters, and furniture. The round ottoman seats became strangely popular in the 70s. Most would be used as footstools, but kids would often stretch out on them or curl up on them at naps. It was also fun to spread out that you were flying high through the sky. But who could resist trying to jump around on them or even over the top of them? Evel Knievel was one of the super popular things in the 1970s with his toys. He was always trying stunts, and it usually led to kids in the neighborhood building ramps and seeing if they could jump over so many Tonka trucks or, God forbid, other kids. The lunchboxes in the 1970s were tough, and they were meant to protect your peanut butter and jelly sandwich from bomb blast. Plastic material in bags of today just wouldn't have cut it. The best thing about these old boxes is it came with your favorite characters on them. Could be Superman, Batman, Evel Knievel, or one of the many others that was out at the time. You weren't cool unless you had one, and that's all about your personality. 1976 was a bicentennial year, making people across the country super patriotic. Clothing, parades, fireworks, Revolutionary War reenactments, and more took over the nation and occurred everywhere. Back then, it was cool to wear the red, white, and blue. One of the biggest scams of the 1970s was pet rocks. It was a hot item for a short time, and many kids wanted them. The funny thing was, most kids never even felt foolish about having them. As quick as they came in, they went out, but that wasn't before making the inventor of the toy a millionaire. In the 70s, it seemed like everyone's mother was selling Tupperware or Avon products. And if they weren't, then they were going to Tupperware party and bringing home goods. These containers came in the traditional avocado green, yellow, and orange colors of the time. They were super durable, and not even a tornado could pull that lid off. Tang hit in November of 1970, and they marketed their instant beverage as a nutritious choice for astronauts everywhere. The problem was, Aldrin, the second man on the moon, said he wasn't even a fan of Tang. The taste was like oranges, but for a while we all wanted to drink the beverage to see if it made us smart. The sneeze was really about going all out and having lots of flair. Ours were no exception to this rule. Interiors came in the traditional colors of the time period, which some may argue is better than the plentiful black of today. But some of the station wagons also had some extra appeal with wood paneling. It wasn't actually real wood, but it was a realistic looking wood that was vinyl siding. The good thing about that is you didn't have to worry about wood rot or termites. Back in the 70s, comic books and magazines were popular than they are today. One of the things about them were the irresistible ads in the back part. Stuff was a toy or hatch your own baby. One of the more popular things for kids to get was sea monkeys. The picture painted them as sort of a fun, happy creature. But you would quickly learn your lesson in advertising when they came because they looked nothing like the picture. were actually strange brine shrimp. Not exactly the best pet a kid could have. The 1970s saw its own version of the delete button, and it was called liquid paper or whiteout. Mistake on the school assignment, no problem. Just grab the liquid paper and paint a spot for that mistake. Of course, this was not instant, and you had to wait for it to dry, which felt better. This would lead to everyone growing impatient but start blowing on the paper. It did speed up the process, but they looked ridiculous at the same time. When it finally dried, there was a bench you lost train of thought. Aluminum cans in the 70s were completely different than how they are today. For starters, really were more like a cylinder, but the biggest difference was on top. In order to open a can, you had a pull ring, which would turn a wedge shape on top of the aluminum can. Sometimes kids would bend these pull tabs and make necklaces out of them, but most of the time they were just thrown down on the ground. These pull tabs were all over parks and in waters and swimming areas everywhere. Injuries would then happen when people would accidentally step on these pull tabs. This would cut them really bad. This eventually forced beer and soda cans to overhaul the pull tabs, making the world a safer and clean place. One story that happened in the 1970s captivated people like neither story before. Patty Hearst was the granddaughter of a publisher by William Randolph Hearst, and her story was something like out of a Hollywood movie. In 1974, Patty kidnapped the Vietnamese Liberation Army. She then changed her name to Tanya and grew quite fond of her. She ended up joining forces with her captors and then helped them rob banks in San Francisco. The story was so unbelievable that it left people wondering if it was really happening or not. Bicycle helmets were something that was unheard of in the 70s for the most part. It wasn't cool. It usually meant that you were a weirdo or recovering from serious cranial injury. Back then, we just all learned how to take an injury on the old noggin. But some kids did suffer serious consequences of not wearing a helmet. Even if you could care less about politics, everyone was vaguely aware that something bad was happening in Washington. It was the topic of many dinner conversations, and the evening news was relentless on reporting each and every new detail. Seeing the disgraced Richard Nixon leave the White House forever, then board a helicopter, was one of the most unforgettable moments of television history in the 1970s. As a kid in the 70s, you had only one opportunity to watch your favorite cartoon characters, and that was on Saturday mornings. If you missed it, then it seemed like you had to wait forever until the next Saturday morning. It certainly wasn't possible for a kid to watch every cartoon ever made with the press of just a button. Today, we'll never understand the hardships of waiting for their favorite cartoon to appear on television. Before the days of cell phone capturing photos, many people had Polaroid cameras. They were extremely popular because you could instantly see the photo rather than having to wait for the film to be developed. This made family photos better, but at the same time, you have to wait for the instant photo to develop. Of course, this could be sped up, or so we thought, by shaking the picture vigorously so the air dryness would speed up more quickly. Songs in the 70s was meant to be understood, and it was anybody's guess what was being said. We didn't have Google to help us with the translation. Take Don McLean's 1971 hit American Pie. No one really knew who the jester was and why he was stealing a thorny crown, and just who was Jack. Kids had plenty of theories. Was the song really about Buddy Holly dying on a plane crash and McLean feeling sad about it? Smoking in the 70s could be seen everywhere. People were in offices, restaurants, airplanes, and most homes and public buildings. Secondhand smoke wasn't even something that people discussed. Between candy cigarettes and the Marlboro Man, even kids wanted to get in on the tobacco craze. TV reception in the 70s was a real struggle. In order to get the distorted snow, you had to adjust the rabbit ears or maybe even the knobs on the head. It wasn't a quick process by any means. People tried adding or getting bigger antennas. And if you happen to adjust it while Dad was watching a big fight come in focus, well, that meant you were going to be there for a while. Speaking of vision, you really didn't have a plethora of channels to pick from. If you were lucky and in a good area, you had 3 on the lower numbers, and then you could turn the knob to U and maybe get 3 more channels on the other knob. Basically, that meant you had to remote control. Television in the 70s was not something that was 24 hours a day. It would eventually go off the air at night. The time depended on the area you were in and what station you were watching. Sometimes stations had sort of an off-the-air patriotic or Native American. Other times display sort of a basic screensaver, or maybe even just so until the next morning at 6 a.m. the station would resume. Long before kids were on phones, the only available was writing notes and passing them on in class. And Lord help you if the teacher actually caught you doing that, because if she did, she was going to take that note and read it in front of the whole class aloud. And emails? No. There was only mail. We had to actually learn penmanship, cursive, and typing on typewriters. Then we would first stamp and fit an envelope so it would get to the person who would receive it anywhere from days to a couple weeks later. Poor kid didn't love fooling around with a typewriter though. Something else 70s kids paved the way on was selfies. No, those cell phones, but there were these cool photo booths. Everyone would cram inside like clowns inside of a small car and wait for the camera to flash 3 or 4 times. The results weren't always the best, but then there was no such thing as the perfect selfie. Besides, who really wanted to keep feeding the booth more money? In the 1970s, there was no Google or way of fact-checking, so kids believed basically everything. Remember when Mikey from Life cereal consumed too many Pop Rocks and Coca? He died, or at least we thought, by way of his stomach exploding. There were tons of different rumors of all sorts of time, and we were all guilty of spreading them. As it turns out, most of them were false. If you look around today, kids have various hairstyles. It's parted to the left or the right, or it's a faux hawk. But in the 1970s, it was all about the straight-edged bangs. You know, the bowl cut, which is exactly what it sounds like. Mom would stick a bowl on top of your head, and you would trim the edge going along the bowl. Girls experienced this, at least on their bangs. It was the official haircut of the 70s. Heck, even Pete Rose and Dorothy Ham sported it. Mechanical pencils are all the rage today, but in the 70s, wooden pens ruled the world. But another essential school supply was the pencil cases with sharp slide holes. Even though you couldn't use them on test days, it still looked as though you were serious about learning. Everyone either had one or would one, just like how kids are now with iPhones. Still, it was cute and tons of fun. Back then, it was how 70s kids shared memes. You could copy your favorite comic strip from the newspaper and distort it different ways. Stretch. Today, most newspapers use non-transferable ink, so kids will never experience the fun of copying their favorite comic strip. Worksheets or homework assignments passed out to the students in the 1970 classrooms were using ditto or mimeograph machines. An unmistakable odor and the ink would come off onto your fingers. Saturday mornings were supposed to be about eating sugary cereals and sitting in front of the television with your favorite cartoons. But somehow the Schoolhouse Rock started tricking us into learning math, history, and English without giving it a second thought. Their catchy songs taught us various things we never learned otherwise. Who remembers learning the branches of government from them? In 1985, Steven Spielberg released Jaws, and it had people everywhere scared to death of the water. Not just in the ocean, but even lakes and ponds could have eating creature looking below. But if you did go in the water with your friends, it was hard not to for a shark attacking them for a little scare fun. Thanks to the Metric Convention Act of 1975, kids were all prepared to start measuring things in meters, liters, and grams rather than feet, pounds, and quarts. It's hard to believe it now, but it really was the serious thing in the late 1970s, especially if you were a kid. Schools showed kids films that tried to win them over with the of metric levels. Kids today have no idea about stress or fear about having to change the metric system. Playgrounds in the city were built to last as well as build character. The equipment was unforgiving and brutal. Cars and merry-go-rounds were made of cold steel that could break bones without mercy. And who didn't love trying to see if you could go all the way around on the swing or come off flying on the hard ground? It was also fun to spin the merry-go-round so fast it started flying and tumbling off onto the ground like rag dolls.
Want to know the best way to potentially make a big income online? It's by making lots of small incomes on.
Today, most people wear sunscreen when they won't come outside for an extended period of time. Not only that, they wear high SPF versions of sunscreen. But in the 70s, it was all about trying to get that golden tan or sunburn sensation. Back then, you could be outside all day showing lots of tan, and no one ever asked you, have you applied sunscreen? There were even some people who lathered on suntan lotion or suntan oil so they could get even darker. The 1970s brought us the best crime show of all time, the Charlie's Angels. Girls wanted to be like them, and boys had crushes on them. Some were taken by Jacqueline Smith, while others only had eyes for Jackson. But the vast majority of boys loved Farrah Fawcett. Did you have a favorite angel? The 1970s was all about short shorts and tube tops. Not only that, but it wasn't limited to just girls or boys. Everyone wore them. Styles for both sexes rarely ever aligned. It may not have been flattering, but they sure were cool. Hitchhiking today is sort of frowned upon, but in the 1970s, it wasn't. If you didn't have a car or money, just stick up your thumb and eventually a kind stranger would pull over and offer you a ride. It's also more common to see people pulling over to help others change a tire or anything else you might need. Nowadays, people seem to keep on going unless you're in a small town. Television in the 1970s was not the same as today. There wasn't an endless amount of channels or anything to play on demand. So when something came on television that related with kids, it burned a permanent memory into their subconscious. How many of you still sing the Sesame Street song or Rubber Ducky or maybe even the Marshall song? In the 1970s, we became familiar with a galaxy far, far away. In 1967, we were introduced to lightsabers, the dark side, and of course, Darth Vader. Generations before had no idea of any of that, but nothing would be the same in the future as everyone is now familiar with Star Wars. The 1970s was just as dangerous then as it is today, yet none of the parents were freaked out over it. They played outside until the front porch light came on, and they rode their bikes all over the town. Stranger danger wasn't even a thing, and many kids were never even warned about it. Usually they were just out making friends and acquaintances with people they didn't even recognize or know. That's going to do it for today's video on the 1970s. I hope you enjoyed it, and it brought back memories of the 1970s, whether you were a kid or not. If you enjoy these type of videos, make sure you check out the 1970s toy video that I did. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, did you try that one? How many things did you remember in that? Go, Booze. You're right, Grace. You're welcome. John says, "Oh, yeah, I remembered. I think there's a couple in there. I was like, I don't think I remember that." I know the memories were awesome, weren't they? We had the best years. Yeah. You know, somebody saying we're not going back to the, I mean, some of the 70s looks been here forever. It's just not loaded down the way we lived it. But those colors are still around. The shag carpet, and I was talking about this, is still around. The paint colors are still around. It's not just so all at once. I can say. But I still see things hanging around from the 70s. I was born in 1954. Yep, so you would remember the 70s well. I think those were the best years of my life. Yep, mine too. The 70s and 80s. I had a blast. I can say that. So that was my best times as far as growing up and becoming young. I party in between my young days and my older young days. I never really watched the Partridge Family. I never cared for the music, actually. 17.9 cents a gallon and 70. Is that what it's? Is it on that station thing? I was trying to see it. Yeah, I don't have them, but I still love waterbeds. Family having dinner together. Yep. That's what we're supposed to be going back to, is family spending more time together. And that's what I was trying to show you. And the kids grow up together. Kids don't do that anymore. Like little kids, boys, and those. You don't see that anymore. They weren't harming anything. Rockstar says, I wanted to be David Cassidy. 222. Comes a Bride, Wild Wild West. Oh, yeah, I remember those. Mannix, yep. Lots seem to carry through longer in my early years. So fun. Yeah. Sometimes we need just somebody to pop it out there instead of us go looking for it. Realize how much fun we actually did have. No matter how bad sometimes it seemed. Just sitting in the back porch listening to the radio, waiting for the favorite song so we could record it. Yep, I remember that. Hey, Mary Catherine, how are you? Greetings to you, honey. Sea Hunt. Oh, I remember that. Great one to Miriam. She had pictures everywhere. She said, I'm growing up in the 70s, born in 1963, graduated in 81, 82, and started raising my family in 83. Wow. Then your sound is vibrate. Yeah, guys, they may just decide I go with them because I'm not hitting numbers on the like buttons. They really go off this stuff. I don't know why. Momo, I loved ones. I did too. I had a king size one. I absolutely loved it. Never had a backache day in my life. Wagon Train, Gunsmoke. Yep, my still watches them on channels. Ooh, that was cool, Rocker. Lost in Space, my favorite. WKRP, I watched that. You have an autograph picture of Freddie Prinze? Wow, cool, Michelle. Now Ghost watches Rawhide still. Mary Tyler show. That's no. Well, yeah, the Ed Sullivan show, depending on who was on there. McCloud, Rifle. A.M. Kim said I had long hair and some of my boyfriends had hair longer than me. Long hair past back of my shoulder, but none of my boyfriends. longer than me. They might have had it below their, what do you call it, shoulder maybe, but that's it. I'd never allow anything that more than that. Kathy says, I remember everything. I do too. And I got the pictures to prove it. Hi, Mud. How are you? Good evening, family. Marty Ann says, I recorded my daughter when she was 3 months old babbling. I still have that and turn it into a CD. Yep. Love making memories. Love Story was one of my favorite movies. The Jeffersons. I didn't watch much of them. I didn't watch Godfather. Hey, Trisha. How are you? Just family. Everyone come in. Please hit that like for me. I remember I watch them. I always watch The Share. MJ, very cool. Guy liked to love All in the Family. I don't know. Yeah, guys, they're hitting me up tonight. I don't know what we're not doing anything wrong. I watched Mork and Mindy, and I did not watch the other two. Didn't watch Walton's, and I did not watch really Lost Prairie. It's not my mic. We switch back and forth. It's not my mic. It's they're shadow banning me. I did. I hear that. Yep. The like button seems to be stuck. Well, they're gonna shut out to make me do commercials, and I will not do it. So that's what they want. I watch it once in a while. And Laughing, I watch that all the time, and the Grand Ole Opry. Yeah, I did. Doodlebug, I didn't hear Eileen. But where'd you go? It was already straight. Mine was already straight. I didn't like the way the end would do, like either just got it cut, it was too straight across. So if you ironed it, it would kind of loosen it up a little so it didn't look that straight. I hate it when I got my hair trimmed. Hee haw. Yeah. If everybody stayed up on top of getting every like in here, this wouldn't be happening. Because they want to monetize it. I'm not allowing it. So this is what they're doing to me now. People can't get my likes. People hit the like button. Like, subscribe is most important to them. If you can't do it, then they want to monetize you. Son was my favorite. Yeah. Huh. Blue Law. Never heard of that one. Patrol. For that one. Christopher George. Lost is my favorite. Boy, you guys are coming up with all of them. Hawaii. Trapper John MD. I remember that Trapper John MD. I wait a minute. Well, I'm thinking of MD. I had a pair. No, it wasn't Dr. Kildare. It was James Rowland was in it. He was the doctor along with oh, what was his name? Marcus Welby. That's it. I used to watch that all the time. I had such a crush on um James Rowland. Adam 12, yep. Gilligan's Island. The Untouchables. Man, it was such good shows, didn't we? Yeah, Grant.
And Quincy.
Oh, yeah, Clancy too. His company. Oh, I used to watch Barney Miller. Jim Rockford, yep. Mike Douglas show. I remember that one. Mike Douglas. I don't remember that one.
Streets of San Francisco.
Perry Mason, yeah. Did for Johnny Carter. My favorite Martian, I still watch. It's on one of the
Bill Bixby. Yeah.
yeah, it's still on one on what's the right we have?
It's on Pluto.
It's on Pluto on Roku. They have all these movies on there, all the old shows. Love Boat, Dinosaur. I didn't watch them too much. No, yeah, I'm getting Shadow Band. I Dream of Jeannie watched it all the time. And Bewitched, Hazel, Dick Van Dyke, Perry Mason. Yeah, when you go out with your friends or join your friends, you had to watch something, didn't you? Carol Burnett. Yeah. Oh, Murder She Wrote. Yeah, I watched that one. I don't think they could make shows like that anymore. I really don't. I was trying to watch a movie that came out with people, unknown people now. You couldn't even watch it. They were so horrible acting in it, and I know they were trying their best. Oh, the honeymooners, yeah. I don't think they're not gonna be able to get actors and actresses like we had. Oh, F Troop. I forgot about them. Three Stooges, yep. My mom used to always tell me I heard them with bad names. I watch them. Oh yeah, Hogan Heroes. R54. Fathers Knows Best. Wow, we're really getting these, aren't we? Wow. Dating Game. I used to watch that. Hollywood Squares. Um, The Flying Nun. Yep. Matlock, Bewitched, Dennis the Menace, Lava Lamps. I remember those. They still have them out. Password. See, they can never make the things that we had. There's just no way. They could try to replicate them as much as they want. No, it's not going to work. So many of those dress fashions are hip now. Yep, they've been back in style, and no, I don't think a lot of people realize it for at least 5 years. Yep, they're on Buzz Channel. Yeah, tell him what he's won, Johnny. A brand new washer and dryer.
Money Hall.
Yeah, rifleman. Green Acres. Yep. Let's Make a Deal, Momo. Yep, that was it. I loved that game. And it's still on, isn't it? Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock. I love that one too. Beverly Hillbillies. Petticoat Junction. MASH. Wow, you guys are really coming up with them all. Green Acres. Chiller. Mannix. Dark Shadow. I couldn't watch it. I felt so evil with me. I had to leave the room while my siblings and cousins watched it. Mission Impossible, The Honeymooners, Dark Shadow, The Newlywed Game, Midnight something. Macabre. I don't know that one. Time was slower then. I agree. I agree, Shelley. I think it was definitely slower then. Laverne and Shirley. The Monkeys on Saturday Mornings. Happy Days. I Love Lucy. Yep. Shirts for Girls. That's snapped just like the baby said. War with hip huggers. Oh, the onesies?
I like the two tops.
No, I like the movie The Birds. Yep, we have changed daytime. Days are faster because the earth is vibrating. John said he heard that ghost. Oh, F Troop. I forgot about that one. Alice. Yep. Oh, Maud. Yeah. I had a bodysuit. I wore all of that stuff. Remember the clogs? Not the clogs, but the oh my gosh, what were they called? The shoes that were real high. Um, Platforms. Yeah, here I was 5'8", and I was out wearing platforms. I only went to 5'10" and a half. Try to get bell bottoms that far along down to hit the ground and drag. Yep, 2 tops. Twilight Zone was one of my favorites. Yeah. Yeah, because we didn't have strapless bras back then. The romper shorts, yep. Daisy Dukes. There you go. Beach says, Lynn, I cut off more than the bottom of my pants. Could have made another pair.
Goodnights. Haven't seen that in a while.
Wow. The only problem I had is sometimes my bell bottoms wouldn't reach to the ground. So I would have the neighbor, she did sewing. I would find a piece of another jean to make it hit the bottom and drag. Well, I was the one that was tall. All my friends were short. Well, I had one that was almost the same height as I was. Chokers, wore them all the time. I did. I'd take the hem out because I was so tall. I'd have to go and put another like 2 inches on the bottom so it would. So that they would drag the bottom. You wore moccasin, Grana, the entire. Who wore moccasins? Grana. The entire school year. I didn't. I wore my clogs. I actually got everybody else wearing them. So the short ones would still be short to me. Oh, well, that's good. Now I'm not breaking up anymore. Okay, good. Yolanda, what? At midnight, EBS bedtime alarm. Don't we hope? Hope and pray.
Can't be something 411.
Oh, yeah, the mood rings. $4.11. Ooh, you were only 5'1"? Well, most of my friends were 5'1" to 5'4". Jackie, are you having a problem? Because nobody else seems to be. If you can hear me, go out and reboot your, go out of the channel and come back in. Everybody else is getting a 5x5. Hey, good evening, Elvis. How are you? Get Smart was one of my favorite. Rock candy. Never ate candy. Guy says, when I tried for the military, I was 6'1 1/4" and skinny in a fence post. And now you're what, 5'7"? I've lost half an inch. Ooh, Judy, that sounds good. She said her mom used to make full taffy and kids would stop and buy on the way to school. How cool is that? Oh, I love Tang. Yep, I wear platform shoes all the time. Do you know we were watching the cereal ones today, and I've never eaten cereal till I was probably in my 30s. You think you lost 2 inches, Eileen? John says I'm 6'3", but I can't dunk anymore. I love my go-go boots. My white go-go boots. I loved them. He says my high school years were great. I had so much fun, which is what it was supposed to be. Yep. I started in junior high. I went into high school. That's what it's supposed to be. Mini skirts. Yep. Tang made a good boat hull cleaner. Great to know. Thank you. Uh, oh, what about the Ghost and Mrs. Mural? Patriot, no job. I'm between 5'11" and 6'3", depending on which convenience store I was leaving. What? Ghost says I got out of the service at 145 pounds. What? What's he saying here? I'm going to grab this one. Where is he at? He says, I got out of the service at 45 pounds. Now teeter at 205 pounds. Learned what the dinner table was about. Oh, gosh. And that everything was made out of polyesters and jumpsuits. Oh, yeah, for the guys, especially the polyester. Ugh. The Monster cereals are the best. I don't know. I never had cereal until... Even now, I really got to be in the mood for it. 3-2 beer. That was when you were 18, right? Yeah, because it was 7% for 21. And then the law changed completely. Doodlebug says, I was 5'1.5". I'm now 5'1". Was at height in 6th grade and never grew any taller. My sister grew every year. I was the short one. Aw. Grace says, I never liked 3-2 beer. Had fake ID, never used it much. I never had to use one. They always thought I was over 18 because I was so mature for my age. Hi, Pama. Oh, Beetlejuice is one of my favorite movies. Gone with the Wind is the other one. Pony bottles of beer. I don't know if I remember that. Leisure suits. Oh, yes.
Little Miller High Life ponies. You saw that?
Blue jeans and pocket tees. Rox says, never wore polyester, shoot me. No, because I never dated a guy that wore polyester. Oh my God, this is down memory lane. Oh, I probably could too, Judy. Yep, you're right, Rock. Nothing could look worse than a cheap suit. Yep, I like the sound of music. Oh, disco and roller skating. Did it. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Did I ever tell you that I was I won championship roller skating? Wasn't much I can't do on roller skates. But I could not ice skate. Keg parties at the boat ramps. Yep. 1,000 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh yeah. Any competition I could get into, I was entered into it. Yep, I love disco. Oh, Frisch's Big Boys. Drive up restaurant, driving around in circles, cruising for boys in my friend's convertible. Oh my gosh, Grace, we get too much that we've done exactly the same. No disco, shoot me. Oh no, disco was so much fun. Great fun. Jackie says, I love to roller skate, but couldn't ice skate. That was the same way. I won all these championships, but I could never ice skate. I don't know why. Judy says, I only could turn left on roller skates. LOL. Don't get in my way. Grace says, I couldn't roller skate, but ice skate. Dated a hockey player. He taught me a lot. I bet you he did, Grace. Guys, this pig picking a keg and a few guitars thrown in, harmonica for good measure. Pa Mom was impressed with those who could roller skate backwards. Yeah, to me, I don't care if I went sideways, frontwards, backwards. It was just a natural. I could do it on the concrete outside. That's how I learned. Was out in the street. And then that's when my mom realized I had a talent for it. And she bought me really expensive. And one note, if I wanted to go down to the roller rink. And we did. And I stayed down there almost every night after I did my homework. And it was just a natural. And then I started entering competitions. Won quite a few of them. I could never ice skate. What's the deal? A lot of people could roller skate, but they could not ice skate. Judy says, my friend was a dance skater. Yep. Florence says, keg parties in the oil fields, dancing at the Green Onion. Hey, Gail, how are you? I started roller skating again and love it. Good for you. Ghost of Mrs. Mural was one of my favorite. Mine too, MJ. Marty Ann, I chase boys all around the playground and neighborhood. LOL. Yeah, I got a brand new pair of roller skates and you got a brand new key. I know that song. Marty Ann, I was a real brat. Rock star. I could ice skate, but not too good at roller skate. See, it was usually one or the other one. See? Guy, Lynn, one of the few things I was good at was drawing. Loved doing tall ships in in World War II, fleet ships and landscapes. Way out of practice now. Yeah, but you did something you actually loved doing. That's awesome. Oh, I would be afraid to roller skate now. There's 2000. I was helping everyone with their homework. Oh, honey. You got to go out and love some things. I bowled 4 times a week. Well, I was at 5, then I dropped to 4. Oh, Urban Cowboy. I forgot about that one. Marty Ann says I could roller skate, but could never ice skate either. I know, that's weird. My brother could ice skate like a pro. Nope, he could not roller skate. He would get so mad at me. Wooly Bully. I remember that one, Patriot. No, but I came to a 291, Leslie. My brother's got several 300. He was bowling on the national championship. Gail says, watch GD Code with Julie. Crazy says, there's 7 Mr. Sunshines cleaning dumbs in other countries. Libya by the worst on the planet coming up. Grace, I got kicked out of a golf course for driving the cart on the green. Not you. Come on. Is Utah the only place where we're having crazy weather? Wind blowing and cold for several days. No, Jeannie, I think a lot of people are having crazy weather right now. Rockstar, everybody was kung fu fighting. That was a terrible song. It was not a great movie either. Oh, not for me. I didn't like it. Priscilla, what I was so good at was tennis, even though I'm short, but smart tennis player. Good for you. I like tennis, just never really got into it. Mama Bear, keg parties in the woods, Lover's Lane. Oh my gosh. Leslie says hot here in South Carolina. Oh, the car wash. Yep. Racquetball. Yep. The Kiss movie was really bad. It's not snowing in Florida. He's silly. Lover's Lane, yes, had to be home by midnight. Yeah, well, good luck with that. Guy, with my vision, there were and still are a lot of things that were and are out of bounds. Aw. I'm sure you have good times. Just call me Angel. I love that song. Oh, the drive-in theaters. Oh my gosh. Blazing Saddles was the one I could was always the one that stuck out in my mind. That was, oh, I laughed. I thought I was going to fall out. Oh, on the beach says I got home and at 2 a.m. and my dad was sitting on the driveway. Oh, I'm telling you, that Blazing Saddles, I love comedy, period. But that, I think I was 16 or 17 when that came out. Yeah, that we had so many cars there that we were all friends. And we were sitting on top of the roofs and everything else. We were drinking a little bit, doing a couple of other things. And I'm telling you, it just magnified that movie 20 times. That was such a funny movie. I love drive-ins. I'd love to bring one back. Oh yeah, the campfire scene. Yeah. Oh yeah, Boone's Farm strawberry. I drank apple and Mad Dog 2020. Yeah, imagine those two. Ew, rock gut. But doesn't matter. Cheryl says we have a drive-in 10 miles from My house opens every summer. Good for you. The Apple Dumplings Gang. Ooh, I haven't heard of them in a while. Still have drive-ins in PA. There's a lot of states that do not have them. Backseat at the drive-in. Ooh, Alan. Naughty, naughty. Monty Python. I remember that. Slow Gin Fizzes. Wow, I have not heard that in forever. Hey, Jerry. How are you, honey? Good evening. All just getting here. Carolyn, I drank Mad Dog 2022. Yeah, all you had was either apple or strawberry, Boone's Farm, and I couldn't stand the strawberry, so I did apple. And then we'd get rid of that. We couldn't find them. We'd go hit the Mad Dog 2020. Some talking about being over the toilet seat and having a really, really bad day the next day. You guys would chase all the guys. I know, Lee, you want me to do a drive-in theater. I know. Maybe you could do it for me. California beach beer bust. Gee, what happened those days? Ooh, I don't know anything about them. The Gong Show. Wow, I have not heard that in a while. Mad Dog Shoot Me. Rockstar. Bug. I used to drink Boone's Farm apple too. I'm not sure if those were good memories. They were the night we were doing it. Grace said I used to climb out of my bedroom window on the second floor, walk across the roof, and jump into a tree next to the house. That's desperation. The neighbors saw her one night and told their parents 2 days later the tree was removed. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Etlin, bet you were always wearing your boots. Only when I was going out somewhere that I was like going that was really nice. Yeah, I had my boots on. And then all the other girls wanted them and they couldn't find them anywhere. Stella, I thought this was a Christian channel. Sure are a lot of boozer. says, Stella, that's why we're all Christians now. Oh, yeah. Everybody, whatever we say says in here, it stays here. Oh, my goodness. Okay. We got to talk about the stuff about the old days. Oh, my goodness. It was funny. No, that was good, Stella. That's why I just love you. Oh, oh my goodness. Rockstar says, we're all Christians now. Six says, I remember sneaking out one time through basement window. Got home to find Mom rearranged furniture down there. Oh my gosh. Oh, Beth says, look, guys, God loves drunks too. Oh my gosh. Annette said, go out after the club's closed to Howard Johnson's or Sabino's and got home at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yep. I've done that. Oh my gosh. Jazzy says, Priscilla, who's drinking the wine? You or the dog? Oh my god. Share your laugh. Oh, me. Angie. Oh, that was funny. You gotta admit, here comes little Stella right out of nowhere. I thought this was a Christian channel. We got a bunch of drunks in here. That's funny. Little old Stella just comes right out. That was funny. Thank you, Stella. I was never drunk, sweetie. I was only drunk for the night. Stella says, I was no angel. I used to drink for a living and puke my guts up. I was glad when I got pregnant so I could quit. There you go. You're a Christian now too, right, Stella? I love you, Stella. Excuse me. Oh my god, that was funny. That's right, Stella. Sending you a big hug, honey. I haven't laughed like that in a while. Thank you. Oh. Actually, it's just the way Stella popped out and said that. Stella says, I don't drink anything but coffee, Dr. People. Okay, I can breathe now. What?
Look at Lisa.
Lisa says, I came home tipsy one night. And my mom asked if I had been drinking. I said, of course not. Goodnight says, I don't think I will ever be able to look at Dr. Pepper again the same way without thinking of Stella. Oh, that was so funny. Judy laughing so hard she scared her dog. Guy says, I remember when my mom walked into a party and got into our Mary Jane brownies. Ooh. That could have been good. Oh my gosh. Cat says, I'm drinking Dr. People right now. Maybe I better stop. Oh. Well, guys, you'll never find this on another channel. Oh my goodness. Rockstar said I used to come home and my eyes will look like 2 satellite dishes. But I'm fine, Mom. You guys are so funny. You guys are priceless when it comes to telling things. There's 2000. I remember driving home one evening and getting stopped, policeman asked if I could walk the yellow line. I said, yes, only if it is crooked. Not a good night. Guy says, Dr. People into Mountain Dew. Oh, that's 70 show 2.0. Oh my god. Oh my god. Judy, I can't walk straight line sober. That's pretty bad. Oh my goodness. That guy reminds me of the time we were burning some Kansas ditchweed off, and Gramps stood in the wrong direction, straight into the wind. Man, he had the biggest lunch he ever had. Guy, you shouldn't be telling that stuff. Good night, CJ. Oh my goodness. Leslie says, I'm out of Pepsi, drinking Kool-Aid. You guys are funny. Stella says, I'm glad to be of assistance. Stella, always remind me. Make sure you always remind me when things are going the wrong way. Ooh, Southern Comfort and Mountain Dew. Ooh. I don't know if I could do anything like that. Ooh. Now, I was never like a booze drinker, no. And I only did wine when I was out with my girlfriends and stuff. But let me tell you, I made sure I had a good night. This is my brother, a storyteller. He made one up about he and his friends getting drunk, caught this alligator on the road one night, locked him in the trunk. Next morning, found tractor tire and trunk. Wait. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was hallucinating. Well, I hope you all had a good laugh tonight. My cousin's name is Doobie. Oh, officer, meet Doobie. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. That was fun. Oh my gosh. Guy says laughter is the best medicine for whatever bothers you. Gee, we needed this. Well, good. I'm glad you're all laughing. I had to laugh alone. Six says, as I sit here with tears laughing. Oh my goodness. Is it hot in here? Oh. Stella says I'll be back tomorrow night with an encore. Michelle says, Lynn, you have to read mine. Okay, where is it? Lynn, I just turned my air down. Teresa says, oh my gosh, can you imagine this group all together? Oh my gosh. Marty Ann says, you all are too much. Cows says Lynn appears nightly at 7:30. Only $50 at the door. Oh. On the beach, Lynn, go read Michelle's post. Okay, hold on a minute. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm trying to get up there. Okay, why am I not finding it up here? Did you find it? Michelle said, I'm gonna look at my glasses here. She said, I tried to sneak out once and never tried again. My mom had a huge flower bush under my window, and I got stuck in the bush and my dog barked and showed my mom where I was. My own dog busted her out. Oh, that's pretty bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's really hot in here. Do they still sell Apple Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020?
Yeah, they do.
Really? Oh my gosh. How old that stuff is? Leslie says, be glad it wasn't a yucca plant. Marty Ann says, I'll pay it, Ghost. Boone's Farm and Strawberry Hill. Yeah. I did the Apple Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020. I never mixed them together. But let me tell you what, when it's time to upchuck, there was nothing sweet about it. Totalbug, she says, when are you serving Boone's Farm for our get together? Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, Apple was pretty good. Uh-oh, Jamie has bad memories about Mad Dog. Uh-oh. Rock said, Lynn said, up, Chuck. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be polite. You know, it was good going down, but I'm telling you, it was not sweet coming up. It just it was bad. Oh, Leslie, Long Island iced tea. I gotta tell you a story about that. I wasn't really into drinking at that time, but I went to the bar, our local bar. They had bands and all that stuff. And I was with about 12 of my friends, and they says, hey, you want iced tea? And it was really hot there. And I said, sure, that sounds good, after having 3 or 4 drinks. And so they brought me back, you know, a tall glass, looked like iced tea. There was a straw in it. And I picked up the straw and I sucked that thing straight down because I was so thirsty. And all of a sudden, when I let go, I could taste all this. And I was like, what the kind of iced tea is that? It wasn't 10 minutes later. I was on the floor. Oh my gosh. Never touched one of them again. Good times, good times. Cherry vodka coming back up is not a pretty sight. Rockstar says, I drank 14 bottles of Mad Dog one evening, woke up in jail. That's why they call it 2020. You've done lost yours. Oh my goodness. I did that, Len, with Harvey Wallbangers. Got up to pee and fell in the back of the chair. I actually, Jeannie, I kid you not. I mean, I boom, right over. I went to get up and I was just over. Gone. Oh. Right, sorry, that's 2020 is not your vision. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yep, I always drank with a straw. It was quicker. the results. Oh, Leslie says 151 proof will set you down kind of out of the blue. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad we all have memories. And they're mostly in the 70s. Great years, guys. Oh my goodness. Cece said I got my sisters grounded for telling on them drinking. Remember? On the beach? Oh, Cece, watch out. Paybacks. Woo! Yes, Mud, they were the best. Everything I'm telling you about was in the 70s. No, I take that back. The one with the Long Island was like in 1982. She blocked you the other night. Ooh. Beach, what you doing blocking your sister? Oh. Really remember I went to class reunion last night. A lot of reminiscing. Oh, how fun, Leslie. Now you got another one tonight. I got you the bell bottoms, the tops, the cars, the houses. Oh, uh-oh. Peach is saying, payback here, sister. Terry says, Lynn, did you ever go to the World Series of Rock? Yes, in Cleveland back in the day. Oh, I loved going there. I always was in the flats. I was always in the flats. But they were when I went in the flats, so it was around 1981 when I started going down there. I had some of the best times down there, getting on those boats at night and taking off. Whew. Then you puke over the boat. Hope nobody was standing next to you. Splat. Oh my goodness. Rockstar says, came home from school. My dad found my meth and he said, let me guess you're holding it for a friend. I just said, well, Dad, you've been through this too, huh?
Jamie.
What?
Jamie.
What?
Jamie.
Wore bell bottoms growing up, then joined the Navy. I was like, really? That was a culture shock. Oh my gosh. Jerry says, yes, I have good memories of the flats too. Yeah, they're not the flats anymore. Man, that was so bad. I had such good times there. Guy said, drunk, I stayed off boats. Well, yeah, they can rock you a little bit when you've had a little bit too much. Daphne says, y'all can't hide now. Y'all bad, LOL. Now I know how bad my parents are because of these stories. Man, I wish the world was like this again so I could party like y'all. Daphne, there's never going to be a year like 1970s. Oh, we lived in the best times, sweetie. We really did. Rock says, did a lot of puking off boats. Guy said, yeah, a drunk warning cowboy boots wearing. I can't see what they went too fast. Carolyn says, I would puke, then go drink some more. Never could I do that now. Oh, I couldn't do it. Ugh. Leslie, problem is we could go back knowing what we know now. We would have done worse. Oh, Lucid said, hi, y'all. Just getting here. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Daphne, that's why I said hold your ears. Well, it was good for me. Was it good for you? Grace says, I would do better if I have chosen a better drink. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not touching that one either. Peach. Leslie, light them if you got them. Priscilla says, I bet you can't stay up past 10 p.m. much less party like the 70s. Oh my gosh. This is a good night now. Daphne says, if you could go back to the 80s, what time frame was the 80s and why? I would go back to 1980 to 1986, 87. The music got better. I wasn't exactly punk rock, but I cut all my hair off, but I still looked good, but I just liked the music that because it was something different that was coming in. And you could, your clothing was different. It was a good time while it lasted, but the 70s were the best. Leslie says, was up to midnight last night. Oh. Rockstar, I would smoke weed, then watch the Jeffersons. Did you laugh or fall asleep? Beth, we could all climb in the time machine, Lynn, and go back for a night. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun? I would do it, Beth. Carolyn said, smoke some hash in my house. My mom came home and asked what smells so good. Didn't have a good answer for that. Lisa says early 80s in high school, big hair, great. The big hair, yeah, it was in the 80s too. Yeah. I like the clothing line, I think, the best that came out. And I went back to wearing stilettos. I was wearing suits and the ties in the 80s with stiletto shoes. Yep. Patriot No Jab says that I smoked weed one night with a few guys and went to a basketball game. It looked like they played in slow motion. I may have. Oh, Leslie. Get this guess where they chose to have the reunion at LOL, the old folks home. What? Parachute pants. Yep. Are you kidding me, Leslie? Seriously? The 80s, I was pregnant, fat, and just when I'd get my figure back, I'd get pregnant again. Never figured how that happened. There's something wrong there, Grace. Jerry, yes, the clothes were my husband. Wait, where'd she go? The clothes were the best back then. Yep. Now they're just, I think, a repeat. There's no class in the clothes anymore. You know, I mean, I think they're more, I want to say they're more flimsy and they've cheapened the clothing line. Yeah, so while you guys were graduating, I was in 88. I was done with college and I was partying again. No, it wasn't. I quit partying in 88. I quit partying actually in 86. Look who the clothes are made. I know. Leslie says, I started to ask if the next 10 years reunion would be at the morgue. I probably would have. I can't believe they're going to do that. Oh my gosh. Michelle, I went to cosmetology school, so I had permed, bleach, and big hair. Oh yeah, back in the 80s, absolutely. Carolyn had 3 kids in the 80s, one in the 90s, didn't have time to do my hair. Mud, what ladies who wore peanut pants with bell bottoms purchased at the Army Navy store? I didn't have any of those. You know where I got my jeans at all the time? It was called Snodgrass. TJ Snodgrass. PJ Snodgrass. What? Oh, so jelly shorts need to stay in the 80s. Oh, jelly shoes need to stay in the 80s. Was that on her? Was that on her? I can't read that one. Dave says I live in Arnold now, originally from something. Can't read that one either. Hey, Toots. What you doing? What are jelly shoes?
St. Genevieve.
Huh?
St. Genevieve. That's where he's originally from.
Yeah, we had the donkey things, teachers against the students too.
You heard Mama laughing, didn't you? Yeah. You saying, Mama, what you laughing about?
She's watching the chat. Okay, they must have been UGG because I don't remember them at all.
What, Tootsie? Hmm. Your mama's baby. Your mama's baby. Yeah. Oh, mama's baby. Don't listen. Leslie says we're bad influence.
Nope, nothing yet, Denise. Nothing yet. Nobody's talking. That's right. It's good to laugh at ourselves. Absolutely. You're right. Priscilla says we all needed a night like this. Laughter is so rejuvenating. My dog is back. Yep. Catch your breath. Patriot No Jab says the 80s called. They want their mullets back. Lisa, good night. I said I had so much fun. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Well, I couldn't help it. Stella overtook this one.
What, babe? What you trying to say?
Good night, Lisa. Good night, Denise. Going to bed with a big smile on my face. Yep, me too. It said, Robin Bullock said, get ready to see God's hand move in a mighty way today. Amen, Lucid. That's right. All right, guys, let's go to prayer. If you want to stop the chat, well, I'll say goodnight. It's way past some of your bedtime, so I got to get off of here for you. There will be coffee in the morning, 7:30, guys. Yes? Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Oh, Adam 12, yeah. We'll get more times like this. Good night, Stella. We love you, honey. Thank you for tonight. All right, let's stop the chat and bow our heads, please. And we'll say goodnight. Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight. All the patriots in our chat, thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the memories. It was a good time sharing things that we've never said before. And I'm sure it's not going to leave the room. But thank you. Give us more laughs like that. Keep our memories good and safe. It was so much fun. We have unspoken prayer requests in the room tonight. Father, only you know what they need and what they're hurting. They need you. Sometimes they don't understand what they really do need, but you do. Go and help them. We ask this of you. Please put a hedge of protection around everyone, that we get through all of this. We know with you everything is possible. We keep our hearts open and our ears so we can hear everything you have to tell us. Forgive us of our sins from our past, our present, and our future. Oh, forgive us, Father. Help us to be the stewards that you want us to be and let our light shine. Protect all of us and keep us safe. Go and be with those that are calling on you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, guys, we will see you in the morning. Coffee, 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 and more coffee. Have sweet dreams tonight. Close your eyes. Sit back. Feel the Lord take your hand. Be at total peace. What a great feeling. All right, guys. Good night. We love you. See you in the morning.